What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a really cool thing in store for you guys. I'm going to teach you guys something that really isn't used too much anymore, and that is kind of like a forgotten thing, similar to the MK3, TAC bypass and all the other cool things. If you're working with a stock computer, a lot of the times customers don't have the budget to put a standalone in their car and just eliminate all the, you know, OEM parameters that are stock for your stock computer that hinder you from making power and doing anything cool with your car. But today I'm going to show you how to do flash codes on any of your older OBD1 style or OBD0 style computers. So any of your 7M GTE stuff, any of your 1jz GTE non-VVTi stuff, even your JZX 100 stuff. So 1jz VVTi, 2jz GTE non-VVTi, 2jz GE VVTi, anything with a old OBD style connector. I'm going to show you that right now. Right now we're working on the Mercedes. We're having a problem revving the vehicle. The vehicle will not rev past 2,500 RPM. And then, you know, a lot of times with the other cars like that too, you'll have a cut then at 4,500 RPM and then a cut at 5,000 RPM. And everybody never can really figure out what's going on with my car. Why is it not working? And it could be a million of other things. But if you can get your ECU to flash all clear, or at least eliminate some of the codes, then you're able to kind of work down the list. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and show you how you'll do it with minimal tools and without having to have your check engine light wired in your vehicle. You can actually just probe the ECU. And as you probe the ECU with a light tester, when I say probe the ECU, you'll be able to have the light bulb flash, and then you'll be able to see the amount of codes and what numbers they are and blah, 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 blah. So let me go ahead and work through it real quick. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this, and then we're going to kind of fix the problem, get the red line, and we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, so mind the mess because this is kind of for a teaching purpose. I have my power probe hooked up right here. I got my light tester over here, down here to be able to kind of go through everything, but I'm gonna show you how you're gonna do this. So most of the old JDM engines, you're gonna have a diagnostic port right here, which is gonna be an OBD1 diagnostic port. And on the inside of this, you'll have this nasty, goopy mess of crap. But if you get in here, you'll see all these different, you know, things. You can get your ignition in here. There's 12 volt power. You have ground in here. All kinds of other things that you can do with this. But what we're going to go ahead and do, which is how I was told to do it. I see there's also another label in here. We may be able to do it this way. Maybe I'll give it a try as well. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this. We're going to get our tools ready, and we're going to get over to our ECU pinout. So this is the ECU pinout for a non-VVTi 1jz. This is how I wire up a majority of the cars. A bunch of notes in here. Nothing crazy you need to really be worried about. But if you go down to the ECU right here on your second connector, you'll also see right here there's a W, which is going to be your test light, okay? Or, you know, your warning light. So W stands for warning light. So if we go over here to the ECU, let me go ahead and get this over here real quick. If you go over here to the ECU, we'll follow the pin on connector 2, top row, second from the right. We're going to go over here to the ECU, and we're going to see that it is the blue wire with a red stripe. Okay, and I mean, I will get into that in a second. Let me get reset up real quick, and I'll show you how you'll be able to know that it's the right pin. So I got everything set up. I got our light tester right here. We're going to go into right now. So right here, okay, second one in. Bring the ECU up. Look down into the computer, and you'll see second pin in. I was wrong. It's a blue with a yellow stripe on this ECU. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sticking our light tester into that pin over there. Now, the light tester, obviously make sure that you're facing the top so you can see what you're doing. You're going to hook that up to power. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the computer, and you're going to get a paper clip or some wire or whatever you decide that you want to go ahead and do. And you're going to go ahead and connect TE1 and E1 together. Mind you, sorry guys, the camera keeps moving on this thing. There you go, sorry guys. So you can go ahead and get TE1 and E1 together. So if we look, it's going to be top right from the quadrant on the left, and then diagonal over from that. So give me 1 second. All right, so it's going to look just like this. So then what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to flick your ignition on. Now, if your car is stock, like a Chaser or whatever you're going to be doing, you'll notice that, let me turn the fans off real quick. You'll notice that what's going on is over there, we are flashing. So if you count the number of flashes, those are going to be your flash codes. So it has now stopped. 1, 2, 1, so 21. It stopped again, 1, 2, 1. So right now we only have a code of 21 for this computer. And just because I've made some notes here, 21 is actually an O2 sensor. But let's just say I was to go ahead and unplug. So if you notice now we're getting 22 because our water temp sensor isn't working. So right now we have O2, we have water temp sensor plugged in, but you kind of get the idea. I can start unplugging stuff, and if it wasn't working or the sensor was bad or whatever the deal was, you'd be able to do this. So I really quickly just once again want to reiterate on this and let you guys know again, this is a thing that you do for stock swaps, okay? Not standalones, not figuring out, you know, your fuel pressure drop problems and blah, 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 and AEM V2 and V1 and all your other standalone options that you can possibly have. No, this is for a stock Toyota ECU in the stock form on the stock application swap or in a stock vehicle that came with it to begin with. So just making sure that I put that out there for you guys and that you guys know it's for a stock application, stock wiring harness, stock computer, stock sensors, you know, all that stuff. If you try to do this on any of the other stuff, you're wasting your time. So I have real quickly flicked the ignition back on. I'm gonna remove this real fast and I'm gonna go ahead and run over here to our warning pin that we saw in here, which I believe is right above here. Nope, see, there's nothing in this. So this W is not affiliated then on this harness with the ECU W. You will have to go to the ECU to be able to test your flash codes. So, but I just wanted to show you flash codes. I mean, if you were having a problem where you were having a breakup or like something was acting kind of funky, the ECU will tell you what's going on. So, I mean, it's an old school way of doing it. And I mean, sometimes, but very rarely it doesn't work. But it's just one more thing to show you guys that I think is really, really cool. Today, Caden was in here and he's having all these problems trying to kind of figure out what was going on, and some customers were kind of asking about this stuff online too. And if you don't know this kind of old school Toyota style like DIY training stuff, you're not going to be able to really ever figure the problem out, and you're going to end up spending a whole bunch of money. In this case, this is a car that we're building right now for a customer, it's just going to be a bone stock swap. So everything has to be working. We have to get an all clear flash on the ECU in order for it to rev. So car would cut at 2500. Now it revs to red line. I mean, check all your sensors, guys. Make sure they're good. Just do an overall sensor check. Some of the sensors, when you get a flash code, it won't matter. But there are specific sensors that you'll find online when you're reading through the forums, if the forums are even around anymore, to be able to fix your problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. It wasn't going to be anything crazy, not too long. Keep it short and simple. Show you how to do it. Show you how to go ahead and move forward from it. I wish I'd be able to kind of get a little bit more in depth and kind of run through everything. Maybe on another one, I'll do like a part 2 to this video. So if you guys want to see more stuff on this, go ahead and comment in the section or message me. And you know, let me know you guys want to see more about it, and I'll do another video where there's actually a car that comes in with a major problem on a stock computer that we can run flash codes, and we can do more than one. I mean, you actually as well can do this on a 2JZ GTE VVTi car. So like, let's just say we're gonna go ahead and get in my second gen right here, I swapped the GTE into this car a few videos back. So, mind the mess, this is my GS and I'm not quite done with it. I showed you guys a quick little video of this thing with my jumper and everything. But as you see, you'll have a diagnostic port here as well. And it's also gonna have the same pin out as the other one. When you look at it like this, you got your TE1 and E1 pin, you'll pin them in here. And then with these cars, if it's all wired properly, you'll actually get the flash code on the dash. So when you put your key forward, it'll flash on the actual dashboard like this. At your CEL up there. Like I said, sorry to ramble. Want to keep it kind of short and sweet with this stuff. But anyways, I think it's a really, really important thing for everybody to know anyways, and to just you know, be able to have like in their little list of stuff that they know how to do for Toyota. I mean, if you're a diehard guy, you're going to want to know how to diagnose this kind of stuff. And it's not just for JZ stuff. It's anything Toyota. You know, it could be Toyota Camry or Corolla or, you know, Lexus RX or whatever you're going to work on. Pretty much everything OBD1 and some OBD2, early OBD2 stuff, you'll have flash codes. And if you don't have a check engine light or you're on stuck somewhere stranded, I mean, you can use a paper clip to do it, guys, or a piece of welding wire, or a piece of wire that you just rip with your teeth and use to do it too, if you ever put in a position like that. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any questions or concerns or anything you guys want to know, anything more you want to know about it, or videos you want to see in the future, go ahead and hit me up. Till next time, guys, peace.